Buddhism is slightly different from Christianity, Islam, and Sikhism. So, back when Buddhism began, people were not concerned with global environmental change at the time of the Buddha. So, he did not give any teaching specifically on this topic. He did recognise that local communities could be affected by the behaviour of the people that followed him. For example, he set rules that monks and nuns should never relieve themselves near water, so they need to make sure the water around them is nice and clean. Similarly, he also ruled that monks and nuns should not disrupt the established habitat of any other creature, nor kill other creatures, for example, when building new places to live. So most teachings about protecting the environment actually come from Buddhist teachers that are modern in today's world. For example, we have the Dalai Lama, and he said, "We are the generation with the awareness of a great danger. We are the ones with the responsibility and the ability to take steps of concrete action before it is too late." This means Buddhists have to make themselves aware of the damage they do to the environment so that they can then act to change it. Now, there are some beliefs in Buddhism that would help support how they would then act towards the environment and taking care of it. One example is the Eightfold Path. This teaching from the Buddha includes right mindfulness. If you're mindful of the effects of your actions on the world, this is an effective way to avoid causing damage to nature and other living creatures. They also have the practice of the 5 precepts. Now, these are guidelines about how to act properly. 2 of these precepts have a direct correlation to Buddhist attitude in the environment. Buddhists should abstain from taking life, and this includes any form of life. So Buddhists are encouraged to show compassion to all creatures and believe that all life forms are special, not just human beings. This first precept relates to the concept of Ahimsa. This is based in the idea of not doing any harm to anyone or anything. They must respect all life forms as well as the balance and peace in nature. A Buddhist may argue that destroying the natural habitat of animals is taking away something that does not belong to us and therefore breaks the second precept. Therefore, by not acting thoughtlessly, Buddhists can protect the environment from destruction and exploitation. Karma. So, we might all recognise this word, and karma is very important in Buddhism. So, Buddhists believe that their actions will affect not just themselves, but the whole world, including the environment. So, if they harm the environment, they will receive bad things back to them. So, by being compassionate, we will improve our own future and that of the environment. Most Buddhists believe people need to live simply and respect the cycle and balance in nature, so everything can continue for future generations. To some Buddhists, living skillfully means to live without producing waste. The whole world benefits from avoiding needless exploitation. Now, there is a very important Theravada leader, and they said, in order to effect change, we must recover ourselves. One must be whole. Since this requires the kind of environment favourable to one's healing, one must seek the kind of lifestyle that is free from the destruction of one's humanness, which means that they would be taking care of the environment to help themselves. So overall, Buddhists accept change in nature, and change is essentially a part of growth. People should allow for change in the world, but not damage it in any way.